Today, I'll be filling out this self-care page in my new CONDREN self-care notebook, but you can take these ideas into whatever journal or planner you're using. Self-care, as I define it, is the act of routinely putting my mental health at the top of my to-do list. And sharing ways to practice self-care is a cause near and dear to my heart. Not long ago, I neglected my self-care and unknowingly allowed the stress of raising kids to build up inside of me until I reached a breaking point in 2016. From that point forward, I prioritized my self-care, including taking the time needed to learn more about myself and what I need in order to function at my best. I never ever want to get back to that low place. So these days, I do whatever I have to in order to properly take care of myself. So today, I wanted to share with you a list of my favorite self-care practices. I encourage you to copy anything you see on my list that sounds like it could work in your life and create your own self-care list. Sometimes when life gets crazy, it can be difficult to think clearly. So having a list of reference can help you overcome those moments when you feel like you need a little self-love but aren't sure what to do. While I list out my favorites, and you can pause at any time, here are a few tips to help you create your own self-care plan. Creating a self-care practice that works for you is going to involve knowing yourself and your needs well. It takes trial and error. I strongly encourage you to dig deeper into learning more about yourself because this can really help you figure out which self-care practices are going to work and which won't. Your self-care practice should be adjusted to account for the current season of life you're in. By that I mean some seasons of life will allow for more time to care for yourself, while others will allow only a little bit of time. Regardless, you can always find time, no matter which season you're in, to take care of yourself each day, even if it's just for a few minutes. Think about things that you know you enjoy doing, things that you know relax you. Do you enjoy curling up with a good book? Are you into crafting, scrapbooking, memory keeping? What sorts of hobbies did you used to enjoy before having kids that you haven't had much time for recently? Is there a way that you can incorporate one or some of these things back into your life? Start with just picking one thing to do each day for your own self-care. After a little while, add a second thing, then a third. If you aren't used to thinking about your own needs first, it will take some time to shift into a new mindset around self-care. By starting small and giving yourself permission to take baby steps, you'll be more likely to succeed in the long run. Eventually, you'll naturally schedule self-care in your days without even thinking about it. The self-care practices that I shared here isn't an exhaustive list of every single thing that you can do to take care of yourself. There are so many things that you can do that involve taking care of yourself that don't have to be complicated or take up too much time. And remember, it took me years to get to the point where I'm at with my habits and my routines around my self-care. It will likely take you a little while to get into a good groove with what you do for your own self-care. Start by adding something small and practice it often, daily if that makes sense for you. And then work yourself up to adding more and more. Don't beat yourself up about it if you fail to practice as you intended. Practicing self-care isn't about being perfect. It's about keeping your needs front and center rather than on the back burner where it's been before. As long as you get into the habit of thinking about what you can do today for your own self-care, that's what matters. Alright, I hope you found this video helpful today. Be sure to give it a thumbs up if you did, and feel free to leave me a comment with any questions you might have about anything you saw on my list. If you aren't subscribed and you want to see more self-care and planning videos like this, hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.